Hey everyone, I am doing my sound analysis on the game Nancy Drew and the Legends of the Crystal Skull. This game came out in 2007 and is number 17 in a series produced by a company called Her Interactive. They so far have created over 33 Nancy Drew games, and they're a lot of fun, and I would encourage all of you to give them a try. I chose this particular game in the series because I felt like they did a really good job of really drawing you in with the sound design. Just right here, right at her desk, before we're even really playing the game, you're going to hear a lot of different sounds that really immerse you in the environment, and that's what I really love about these games. Especially you can play them with like headphones on. You really feel like you're in the game and not just kind of like an innocent bystander. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started.
Before you can start playing, you need to decide whether to play as a junior or... Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay.
So already you can hear birds chirping in the background. You can hear sprinkler system. At one point there's you can hear a bike bell, somebody mowing their lawn, and it already kind of makes you feel like you're sitting in someone's room and you're in the middle of a neighborhood where it's during the middle of the day and people are out tending to their lawn, kids are out playing, and it's already immersing you into this environment. And that's what I really love about these games. So we are going to jump right into the game now, and yeah. So you can play as either a junior detective or a senior detective. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and do junior detective. It just kind of gives you some hints and things along the way, and that's kind of going to be a little bit more conducive to this project.
Hello? Anybody here? Hi, the door was open.
Here, drink this.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Okay.
That's it.
No offense, but yuck.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolles's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this, well...
So there we got a little taste of conversations that you can have with the characters throughout the game. The actors use vocalics a lot, which I enjoy. It's not like some games that I've played in the past where voice actors are kind of just not not engaging you in a way that they could or should be. The voice actors that they get for these games are really good and really help sell you on the fact that this is an immersive environment. So just standing in this room, we can hear some different sounds. We hear the radio playing, we can hear it raining, and when you open doors, the sound of a door opening. When you take steps, you can hear the sound effects on this game are really great. You know, when you hear when you move these stone statue heads, it sounds like stone, like when you drag stone across stone. And here again with the thunder, we can come up here and or wasp.
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
We're going to talk to another character and just kind of hear the difference in how she uses her vocalities.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
Looks like you like to grow things.
I do indeed. Herbs mostly. And because I'm in constant need of 'em, I grow 'em in pots.
There's nothing quite like cooking with fresh herbs, that's for sure.
I don't use these herbs for cooking, darling. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
Did I detect a little animosity between you two back there?
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Won't all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
I'll leave you to your potting.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
any sounds. Just like hearing that eye roll around there in that drawer. The doors open and they close. They really didn't miss any sounds. So, one feature of these games, as they went on, was the cell phone. And so we're going to call Nancy's boyfriend, Ned.
Hello, Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Why am I not surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, I told her I'd meet her back at the hotel.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
Good question. I should probably go look.
Good idea.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. A little strange, maybe, but fine.
That's good to hear.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her, only she thinks Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can keep tabs on him.
How much of Bruno's estate is Henry supposed to get?
30%.
That's a pretty healthy chunk. He wouldn't be selling stuff on the sly. This Renee person sounds kind of paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
I'd better get going.
Call again, okay? Soon.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
So, the sounds of the doors opening, the thunder, the rain, those sort of things, those would be what the diegetic sounds are in the game, but the music is non-diegetic. So obviously, unless Nancy was wearing like headphones, she wouldn't hear the same music in every room of the house that she entered into. The rain most of the game is going to be off screen, but a majority of the sounds typically are going to be on screen, like the doors opening and that sort of thing. Most of the sounds that you hear in this game are going to be causal. There's not really anything semantic in the game, and there really aren't any analogous sounds either that have any kind of symbolic meaning behind them. It's pretty straightforward, the sounds that you hear. What you see is what you hear, pretty much. We will start to see as the game progresses. The music at the beginning is pretty lighthearted, and like jazz music, you hear the trumpet and the piano and things like that. But the further we get in the game and the closer we get to solving the mystery and completing the game, the music will get a lot more intense. And it will start to be a little bit lower in pitch, and it'll kind of be a little bit ominous in a way, which is another reason why I really like these games. You kind of know when you're on the right track, because the music is going to completely change. So we can just kind of play around with things throughout the game. It's a lot of looking at things and looking at clues and trying to figure things out. And it's a really enjoyable game, and you really do have to kind of be present and be mindful, which is kind of why I like it. I do enjoy playing games that you can kind of just play without really putting much thought into it, but I especially love games like this where there's puzzles and it's challenging you mentally. So here's one of the first games that we encounter in the game, and our goal is to get the eye. So throughout the game we're going to collect several different glass eyes. I can't remember off the top of my head the exact number of glass eyes that we are going to collect, but it is quite a few. So even just in this game, the little piece sliding around, you hear that sound. You hear every time the ball rolls. And there we have our second glass eye that we need later on during the game.
Hello? Good news and bad news, Nance. I found out that the receipt is for a box of stuff that Lamont, that's the guy who owns Zeke's, bought from Henry Bollet.
No kidding. What kind of stuff did Henry sell him?
That's the bad news. The box is in a back room, and it contains assorted unknown items, and that's all Lamont would tell me. Said something about not wanting to get anyone in trouble. So, looks like that's that.
No. You've got to get into the back room and find out what's in that box. Which means you're probably going to have to, you know.
Oh, no, I'm not going to snoop, Nancy Drew. I told you, I'm a lousy snooper.
You've got to, Bess. The place could close by the time I got down there and tried to do it myself. And knowing what's in that box could be really important.
Could be? I'm supposed to risk life, limb, and liberty for something that could be important?
Yes. Bess, please, just find a way to distract this Lamont guy. Look through the box and leave. You can do that, okay?
You owe me, Nancy Drew. Oh, do you owe me?
Oh, you're the greatest. You really are.
This might come in handy.
This has to be one of my favorite parts of the game. So what we're going to do is, this is a puzzle. We have to figure out a way to set up the sneezing powder so that way when Lamont steps on this...
Close but no cigar.
It's going to spray in his face to where he's going to have a sneezing conniption, and we will get into the back room. So where everything goes, and goes here, and goes here, and go here, so here, here. Finally, the sneezing powder goes there. So let's...
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room, got it.
And that's how you get into the back room of a city.
Cute dog.
And now we simply have to pull from ahead to leave. Do you see how the music has drastically changed from when we first started playing the game? The music went from being this kind of low-key, kind of, well, a little bit upbeat, peppy jazz music to now it sounds like we're walking through a haunted house.